We have no Mountain Kings here. Oh, look at the block. Trying to prevent maybe a Shadow Priest snipe. As we are on Echo Owls, this is Sock's first pick. Kubi Cube, thank you for the sub as well. This is Sock's pick. If you guys remember from yesterday, this is a little bit of a different map system that we've seen before. It is the map picks first, like AB, AB, and then the neutral map is last if we go full distance. This is relatively quiet for you as well, right? I will let the production know. They were working tirelessly on the flickering yesterday. So until deep, deep, deep at night, these guys were doing the Lord's work. And hopefully there's no flickers today. Farseer comes in with the harass. So already dealing with this a little better than yesterday. We see a deny. And this didn't happen against Starbucks. So solid opener. We have 4 farms. That's always an indicator for an expansion, and Soin is obviously aware, follows this up with a fast tech, and also Headhunters against Fortitude. He played mega fast tech all in. Shadow Priest went to Soin though, and that's a big, big, big deal. Having healing and having especially the Dispel against Water Elemental is quite problematic for Sock in this early game. This expansion will be expensive. The Farseer has great opportunities to get some XP. Now we get the second round, and that's a great damage dealer. While you can't rely on the Water Elementals too much anymore, you can rely on the Berserker as long as it doesn't get sniped. Can you guys give me some feedback on the audio levels, please? That would be fantastic. So now we got the second Shadow Priest. With that, we also have a solution against the Spirit Wolves. Good experience on the race to 3. For Soin, it's the question how he wants to play this. Finish the attack and counter expand. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Finish the attack and go for the counter expansion. And last hit. Important last hit. Goes to Sock. And that is then level 3. And this follow-up harass didn't do too much for Soin. It feels like Sock is gaining more control, is getting more stable, got a claw, got a pendant. Farseer did get some levels. That's good. He still has the damage out. Yes, I informed production to boost the audio levels a little bit. Wait, can I wonder if I can do something in my audio mixer, but I don't think so. Nope. So we gotta rely on production to boost the in-game. They are aware, and usually they're fixing things very fast. So how late is this expansion gonna be? And what's the follow-up? Yesterday, Fortitude styled on Soin with a Mountain King first. This is a different game. And I wonder what reaction does this lead to. Soin is maneuvering to the marketplace. He did the same yesterday. But then can Sock contest the Tavern as well as Fortitude did yesterday? Because if you want a follow-up attack with the Fire Lord, you need to go to the Tavern, but we already see that is not the case. TC coming out of the altar. We got Troll Regeneration, so he can stay out on the map a little bit longer without using heal selves. Not sure if he... Okay, he got the shop up, but Troll Regeneration never bad because the fights are long and then the regen kicks in. Shaman Raider. No brute force attack, right? But Soin knows that Sock's biggest strength at the moment is Water Elementals. He's trying to take that away with a lot of Dispel. Tech is running for Sock already, though. Like, everything looks better for Sock than yesterday. Mr. Apeman, thank you very much for your journalism duties and also the warm-up room that you provided. We're here on map 1. You're a little bit late to the party, but you didn't miss anything meaningful. We're coming perfectly for the first attack. Everything is clumped up. We start with Shockwave first. But defense is up. Can't do much against Shockwave and Chain Lightning. This will result in a couple of footman kills. Spamming these waves so he can maneuver a little further forward. Again, no deny. Allowing the Farseer to get really close to level 3 Farseer. And now he can commit a little bit. No Water Elemental at the moment. I said it yesterday how important it is to always have the mana management. But Sock was spamming these Water Elementals quite a bit. But this Archmage with boots, with claws, is a force to be reckoned with. Militia are coming in. This goes into lumber a little bit, but the resources should be there. And speaking of spamming, we were also spamming the Farseer's spells, and he has no clarity. So this push is over, and there's no counter expansion. And Sock sees this. Sock sees everything that we have in this game. And I see more support from your side. Suka Twitch, thank you for the 5 month. Thank you for your work. And Art Vandalay with 54 months. It's crazy to see how much the meta can change in such an old game. Just shows how brilliant the game truly is. Thank you for all the content. That is indeed very true. Now it's time for a counter expansion. So in banking on the fact that Sock is playing a slower mid game, with a creeping Mountain King, but Sock. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky attack. And that's a cancel right there. Wonderfully done. Relatively simple. Yet very effective. 10-15 seconds. And now Sock has to make some calls. It is mass casters and rifles. Shockwave against that can be really good. Raiders did a little bit of a split attack, gather information in the south. It is certainly the calmest phase that we have in this game so far, but man, Sock is annoying here. This already goes into lumber. What did Soin invest into? Oh, another expo only now. He's gonna get more spell damage with Lightning Shield. That is something that can hurt the defense footman. I really like the usage here. Water Elemental and Mountain King can creep on their own. You don't necessarily need the footman. And he wants to play a harass game. I love this. I love this. It's a very different person that we see on the human side here. Sock is stepping up his game. Losing a Berserker here. That is more XP, but it shouldn't be level 3 TC. It is not. Archmage. Surrounded. That's what you get when you expose yourself to Raiders and Snare, even if there's no Stomp. So, in bit sloppy with the Raider. It was an unnecessary loss. But maybe he can still recover. You see how low his lumber is, right? Due to the footman harass, it really makes a difference now. Even supply, even tech, breakers, priest, coming. And we are off to yet another push. I feel like Soin wasn't ready for the Invis Archmage shenanigans. His first attack was solid, but afterwards Sock was dictating the game. And you can't really afford that during a phase when the human is weak and transitioning to tier 2 only. He's exposing his army to the Mountain King now for a Stormbolt first, a kill. And there might be more Headhunters falling. Stormbolt is ready again. Headhunter leaves him alone. Bit conservative, not spamming. Double level 3 is the power spike that Soin wanted to reach with the chain wave. And there's no heal scroll here. Yesterday, a lot of heal scrolls saved games, and with those fights and with the contain that Soin is establishing now, he might get this expo up. But again, it was cancelled, and again, it's so late. These orc expansions, 110 seconds is a long time. Production was answering the call already. I really hope the audio is perfect now. Is that enough? I think if Soin wins this, it is via heal scroll and shop control. Or an extraordinary fight. But this is gonna be rough. So, Soin displayed yesterday that he has wonderful raider control and finds ways to attack the casters. Even if he can't kill the priest, if they're walking, they can't heal. And that is what you want to accomplish. We have a little bit of a classic orc raid into the human base. Can he get some production buildings? Ooh, there's a workshop coming up. Invisibility for constant spam on the Mountain King to get into position for clap. But that invisibility might get wrecked here. Oh, if only he knew what he could cancel there. But yeah, this is a powerful, powerful army already. Shockwave, not enough for a kill, but one militia goes down. Town portal was expensive. It pulled Sock away from the market in the middle. So still no shockwaves. It is now triple sanctuary, and he wanted to get into workshop as well. Oh, that's incredible. Quad production. But I feel like the dreams of mortar teams are gone for now. Sock has a massive lead. He's not in perfect fighting shape at the moment because the Mountain King is trailing behind, but that turtle camp is absolutely perfect to catch up. Devotion aura also pretty nice. Soin has no gold at the moment. He's beelining for that shop. I am very sure that one heal scroll is available. Witch Doctor against the Invis MK. Oh, that is lovely. But, oh yeah, there's no tier 3, there's no control magic. So you can't control these wards. Still, army size is huge. Worker numbers are pretty much the same. Open battleground. Sock wanted to go for an for a heal scroll, but that is not the case. Tomb of retraining though can only retrain once the water elemental is really gone, so it doesn't really do too much yet. There we go. TC is being greeted by a hammer, and Soin, this setup for the fight is a little bit wonky. No engagement. He's trying to disengage, which is hard versus slow and hard versus Stormbolt, but the Mountain King can't really make a connection. Soin dodging a bullet there, buying more time for more production. And now we position ourselves on the choke. But that Archmage could be in the perfect sweet spot. Soin trying to set up a raider flank on the left-hand side. That is smart, but also a bit exposed. He wants to reach the casters, but Sock is not allowing that. Blizzard hits the front line. Really well done. Raiders in position after the second or third wave. This Blizzard was stopped, but how often can he do that? We got a straight up frontline war. Usually grunts should be superior, but there are not too many of them. Raiders backstepping the casters. He might get some kills there. Sock is running away, but the Archmage is there for murder. No more mana on the TC. Very little mana on the Farseer. And Soin is struggling again with the slow on the Raider. This could be a multi-kill right there. No mana for Clap, but with the Brilliance Aura level 2, you know it. Things will change in no time. What is the X factor? Soin was blasting through his heal scroll already. Now Sock has the shop in his back. Whenever he needs an item, he can just go. He can retreat and get the items he wants. He's filthy rich as well. Doesn't have to replace much army. Hitting the breakers with the Blizzard doesn't really do much because they are magic immune, unlike the Orc army. Finally a shockwave reaching the casters, but I think the fight plan for Soin is really not working out. He couldn't get one of the AoE spells to level 3, and then it isn't enough damage, and the positioning by Sock is a million times better than what we've seen yesterday. Another AoE attack, but Soin, this army is exposed to way too much Clap, too much Blizzard, it's too cold, and getting trapped in a hailstorm wasn't really Whoa, these odds. Yep. Yeah, Soin needs a miracle. Like, abundantly clear that Soin needs a miracle. Because Sock, like, what did he really lose? A couple of breakers. But he got triple Arcane Sanctum. He can easily get them back. And now, we've seen the Rara Land play again. Whenever Sock has an advantage, click that tier 3 button. And then get Control Magic versus Wolves, get Inner Fire, Polymorph, Paladin. All the great upgrades. And he's trapped in a blizzard once again. The end snares aren't necessarily bad, but Sock has all the solutions. Got the heal scroll ready. The casters can do whatever they want. Kodos are marching forward, but it's only 2 of them. They're exposed. They're slowed. And there's no mana anymore. I don't know if Sock had a bad night of sleep yesterday or didn't get the perfect breakfast that he needed to succeed, but the Guangdong Freaks can be quite happy for his player as he is finally performing to the standards that we hold him to. Or will Soin go for a level 2 creep? This expo creep doesn't necessarily mean much. This is a very safe way of creeping. It's fast, it's reliable. It is a level 2, it's a solid item. He might lose a peasant or 2, but Sock's control, yep, looks better already. Archmage got the Brilliance Aura running, and that might be the reason for a fast attack. You got that guaranteed level 2, and now you can be more active on the map. Arcane Tower is up for the stability. We do have 3 farms already. 3 farms, like 2 farms is mega fast tech. 3 farms is usually like level 3 and harass. 4 farms is expansion. Arcrime, thank you for the 30 month. Much love. And tech it is. Wow. Ooh, is he creeping with militia at the green? Ah, there's a tiny bit missing. Okay, it's only footmen. Yeah, the creep's in the middle with that poison. Are pretty bad for militia and footmen. Then you need a shop. You want to skip that for as long as possible. But we're creeping the Makrura Snapper. Sock is trying to find ways for level 3. This is something that Sock and Leon have in common. Very similar playstyle. And with that, Soin's gotta be ready and gotta protect his burrows. He must know by now that this is coming. He had a scouting headhunter on the left-hand side. A water elemental is preparing already. Creeps are getting involved. Farsia is right there. So he did expect that. And comes in prepared. Repair so far, good. But Archmage has more mana. He doesn't have level 3 though. That's a bit unfortunate. Water elemental is dealt with. But defend is up. Sock is looking for damage. And if this is successful, you get a major lead in the mid game, and then it oftentimes snowballs from there. So in trouble, this burrow is super necessary, otherwise he can't start the second hero. Surgical strike by this rogue group of footmen. No chain lightning available because the Fastia wasn't level 2, even without the water elementals. Defend footmen did a helluva job. And Soin's in trouble once again. This fast tag by orcs make them a lot weaker in the beginning. And then usually you're supposed to catch up with that faster attack, with the faster second hero. But now Sock, oh, chain lightning! Almost getting some kills in. He looks at these juicy headhunters, would have loved to take 1 or 2 more. but I think he'll still be satisfied with it.
Армию игрока атакуют.
Phew. Man, Soin, this is so stressful. What do you do without the TC? How can you fight back without the TC? It's not rifle casters, it's just mass casters. Or just, but you know. He doesn't have to worry about a super strong follow-up attack yet.
Армию игрока атакуют.
But his headhunters are so hurt. Oh, he was skipping the shop. Oh, maybe I was wrong about that follow-up attack. Don't tell me he cancels that as well. Water Elemental strong, but maybe it would have been better to focus on the headhunter because he can't prevent that shop anymore. TC is out. Gets the deny in. Damage prevented, I would say. It's still a rocky road for Soin. Maybe he can join Labby on the sightseeing. Throw Berserker down. All these consumables are gonna be wondrous in the fights. Soin has to get at least one. Yeah. So, what's the way out now? A big fight that lasts forever and an expansion on top of it. That's what he needs. Maybe a Chain Lightning Execution. Sock doesn't have a Town Portal anymore. Scroll of the Beast can be good until there's a lot of Priest Dispel. But then you also have to dispel Lightning Shield.
Армию игрока атакуют.
TC is still undecided if Shockwave or Stomp. Mountain King level 3. Yeah, I feel like Sock is in the comfort zone again. The Rara human orc comfort zone. Dominate the early. And when you're ahead, get further ahead. Question is just with the second base or attack. TC3. Now you gotta decide. He did outlevel the Mountain King. Fishsheep, thank you for the 3 years. And happy sub-anniversary, my friend. Away we go. This is the Creepjack Soin wants. Can he prevent the Mountain King reaching level 3? He can. Shockwave it is! And there is no heal scroll. Chainwave rattling through. This is Soin's moment. He was waiting this entire series just for this. How many casters can Sock save? We have so much mana left on the cow. Scroll of the Beast, Militia called. If Soin wants to stand a chance in this series, he's got to smash that fight. But it's not getting any easier with the Dwarf reaching level 3. Clap 2 immediately. Headhunters shocked and Soin can't get the damage on the casters. Can't make them work. This game is swinging around and Soin was smelling blood in the water, but it was his own. That fight turned around really quickly. And now Soin's in even more trouble. But did he buy the time for the second base? Okay, thank you for the 39 month. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There's a lot of gray clouds on the horizon. Heal scroll, invo potion. How you wanna hold that? Farseer has barely any mana. TC gotta carry this. Barely any blockers. The breakers coming in. Shockwave, Chain Lightning, nice. So it's the clap. Heal scroll immediately. Everything back to full HP for Sock. Kodos are coming in. Would love to get a breaker, but nice retreat by Sock in that position. Clap coming in once again. Shop control for the human. Little resource at the moment, but the Mountain King under the net. He's trying to force the invo potion. How mighty is this dwarf, by the way? Ring of protection as well as evasion. You ain't hitting him. And supply-wise, it's still neck and neck, but the mana superiority of the humans might carry that fight for him. Raiders trying to pressure the casters. So far, this is working well. We don't have to fear Blizzard at the moment, but when is Soin running out of steam? As Orc, you need to find a way to retreat somehow. Otherwise, you're trapped with slow, you're trapped with clap, Stormbolt, so much CC. And there was no speed scroll to get out anymore. At least he could get the Great Hall up. And there's not much punch in Sock's army anymore. Soin has a supply lead. Question is for how long? Because the Kodo is falling. That is 4. Breaker back. Not bad. Shaman are coming in to deal with the water elemental, but it's only 1. So hard to deal with the breakers. TC level 4 though. Farseer level 4. Those are big levels. The Endurance Aura against the slow, helping a little bit. And Chain Lightning 2 for massive, massive AoE. Oh, Soin, did you just fight your way out of a precarious situation that you landed yourself in at the top? Expo up, defended. Of course, he had to bleed for it. Orcs had to suffer for it. But in the end, it might have been worth it. Now, extra stream of gold, extra stream of income. And Sock was the one running out of steam. What now? Sock's position is great. At the shop, left-hand side. If he gets more gold, there's another heal scroll, and that's the moment to fight Illusion. Trying to bait, but Sock not falling for it. He wanted to drain a Stormbolt off of the Mountain King, but not with the B-Boy. We fight again. Raider storming to the back. We've seen this before. Mountain King still has an invo potion. This time it's the small one. Headhunters bringing in some damage. Castersort is fleeing. Shockwave hitting well. That was last second. If Sock maneuvers 1 meter to the left, he's dodging it all. But not here. Raiders still available. Mountain King is scary. But where is Sock's army? It looks so big, but it really isn't. 7 workers only. It's a very optimized army. So the supply is indeed lying a bit. Mountain King lining up another clap. This is mass murder. Oh, dodges the shockwave. This was great. But a lot of damage ending up on the Archmage who has no TP. Dwarf is either selfish and passes the invo or is trying to run away. Here's the shockwave that we were waiting for. Farseer has some more mana, trying to stutter step, can't reach with the radar. Invo potion on the TC, saving him here. Mountain King is scary, lining up another Stormbolt. No, he's going for the clap. Couldn't he just wait? Was he above the threshold? Interesting. Archmage is back, got some healing. This is not the last we've seen from Sock. Is the pendulum swinging back? Oh, Soin, you almost got this. But we're catching up. Field scroll available now. Was it really out of stock? Soin can, of course, take these fights better. The war of attrition goes to him. This is why we love human versus orc in this meta. It's so much fighting. First, the orc wants to fight to get the expo up. And then the human wants to fight to break that expo. Chat is saying Soin isn't fully mining at the expo. He pulled the peons. Soin has the expo. Yeah, what? Yeah, that's what I said, right? I hope I said this. Wand of the Wind is a very disruptive item. Mountain King's attention is away from the front line. Sacrifices a raider for it. And Chain Lightning. Oh, hits the casters! Nice chain wave. Goes for the double kill. But Soin, man, he would love to have a heal scroll. He doesn't have any solution to the claps. Level 5. He missed pretty much the entire shockwave. Sweet split. And the heal scroll just isn't there. It's out of stock. Shot control by Sock might net him the win. Still 10 food down, but only 7 workers, mind you. Dude, these shockwaves aren't up to standard. This is a lot of missed opportunities here. And now mana is gone. No clarity, no potion. Ooh, Soin. Did the shockwaves cost you the game? Did the shockwaves really cost you the game? Kodo is trying to get forward. There is an invo potion on the Mountain King again. It is so fascinating that Soin is the one with an expo and Sock is the one being able to buy all the items. But now we got a heal scroll. Is that the game changer? Waiting for another chain lightning, but it is expensive. Mana on the shaman is also dry. Not too many shaman available anyway. Level 5, chain wave level 3. Mountain King forced into the potion soon. Clap is good. Lot of CC. Can't change with that. And the break line is established for the first time in a long time. Sock doesn't have to run anymore. Feeling confident, taking that fight straight up, but maybe that was a mistake. Lots of hero focus now. Can he gather a little bit of mana to stay in that fight? A level up gives more stats, gives more mana. TC trying to block, but is under so much attack by the breakers that takes away all the mana for the cow. The tug of war continues, but it's Soin breaking through. Finally, the expansion is paying off. Level 5 TC. Oh, Mountain King needs to fall as well. He needs more instars, otherwise he's invis. Purge! Invis again, maybe. Oh my god, the chain lightning at the perfect time. And that must be the nail in the coffin. 1-for-1 trade on the second hero. Soin, the last breath he had was a chain lightning. And that secures the kill. If he doesn't kill the dwarf, the Mountain King kills every single orc there is. And now Soin is in a tremendous spot. Mountain King is back from the tavern though. Soin can't reach there. This is still 90 seconds. How fast can you pump this dwarf up to mana? Farsia needs mana. Another chain lightning is necessary. Priests are doing a glorious, glorious job. Would have loved to see the shop at the expo. But headhunters are still there throwing the damage. Level 6 chain lightning acquired. That is 1,000 damage every single time we see one of these level 3 chain lightnings. But don't underestimate this human army. It might be small, but human hero arena is fantastic. But only if all the heroes are alive. Nah, this is an overcommitment. The Mountain King is too tanky. Good decision to disengage. But there's so much slow on this army. You can't make a single mistake anymore here. Soin, you gotta weather the storm until the TC is back. And ideally, he brings some potions. You got the gold. But that's what I mean. The Mountain King, as soon as he accumulates a little bit of mana, you are in a world of trouble. Mass teleport, invis on the MK. Very, very few people in the world are better at this hero arena than Sock is. And this entire orc army is about to die. TC gotta bring the victory now. Oh, Sock. Did you really turn this around? The supply gap is closing. But there's another win condition here, and that is Sock's mine running out. Archmage, no TP, no potion. Maybe invis. This shockwave was a lot better. Hail Mary by Soin, the big axe. Archmage running for his life, but can't run from chain lightning. These shockwaves are a lot better, and now with the return of the TC, this is mass murder. What a swing again. And now the Brilliance Aura is gone. Level 6 Mountain King, but he's under the net and he is out of this game. Soin saving his tournament life on Hammerfall. This was stressful. He could have been so close to elimination right there. One more mistake and you're down 0-2. Who has the better start? Here on Twisted, it's a lot about items as well. And what's it gonna be? Lab creep for a start. Soin is taking a small, a less aggressive start to the series. But then he's gonna follow it up with chain lightning. Soin should be going for a fast tech. Everything else would be quite surprising. After this series, 1-2-0 versus Lawlight, Fortitude versus Starbuck, and the second round of the lower bracket, where the winner of this match will face either Lawlight and 1-0, and then Happy is waiting for the loser of Fortitude and Starbuck. We could get Happy versus Fortitude for survival today. In lower bracket round 2. Tech by Sock. Interesting. This is not something that Soin is expecting. We see it here. This is all time that Soin is basically wasting since Sock is sidestepping, twisting the matchup a little bit. I think a lot of us expected Sock to play that Expo again, as he did on Echo. And this opens up the map far and wide for Sock. It's a similar play to Hammerfall, but without level 3. No militia creep, it's only a level 1 water elemental. But how prepared is Soin? He's trying to buy some time, a couple of seconds for the fast air headhunter to catch up. Oh, there was militia creep. Somehow he got the kill. And now this is scary. But no, Sock just moves away. Could have gotten the shot. Maybe the presence of Soin deters him from that. Mana was there. Or he's just taking a little detour. Solani, thank you for the 78 months. And that is the level 2 water elemental push with 1 footman, but he can't cancel that shop anymore. This is pretty much exactly the time that he took to run around the forest. A bit odd. This didn't do much. This didn't do much. Well, let's see if the second round is any better. We got Chain Lightning available, so is the Fen, but the Burrow stands. And we get the TC out. This is already a lot better than the game on Hammerfall was with that Burrow loss. It's a bit about army now as one headhunter is falling, but a person with the micro of Soin should be able... Oh, sweet surround! Speaking of micro, can you fight out the grunt? This is good XP boost. And he does fight out? Oh, he just gave him a little bit of hope, and then there's another splash of the water elemental, and the grunt falls. Good XP boost, but he won. Oh, I was about to say, like, couldn't he stomp? Couldn't he? There's no follow-up damage. Probably did the calculation. Oh, this is so tempting, though. But then you give up Aura on one of the biggest maps there is, where you do walk a lot. Oh, I would love to replay this specific situation to see if Stomp would have net him the kill. Oh, Sock, how do you find this opening? How do you find the damage? That is crazy. Kills the Lodge. He didn't get the Burrow. He couldn't delay the TC. He doesn't have the perfect fight on the left-hand side. But then he loses the Spirit Lodge, and that delays Shaman. Oh, man. If he has Stomp, he could stop the Archmage, like, as damage mitigation. One different skill could have given Soin an advantage in 2 situations here. Sometimes 1 click is all you need to win a Warcraft game. There was no Chain Lightning follow-up, I think, but... Yeah, and with the CC on the Archmage, he gets a lot of damage in, right? So there's no chance for the Lodge follow-up. So, after all, Stomp would have been a way better choice. And we just do this again. Sock plays his style, something that I was missing yesterday. It was such an off day for Sock. It's good that he bounces back. It's good that he's playing into his strength. But it was also Starbuck playing a very different game, putting a lot of pressure onto Sock, so he cannot unfold this type of pressure. So this argument always goes both ways. So in 3 and 2.5, levels are similar. Archmage inventory is great. That's a lot of damage. He's sharking around, giving levels to the Mountain King. And at some point, there has to be an expansion again. Last hit. We do have Shockwave again, by the way. No Storm this entire series. And last... Grunt. Ooh, TC gets it last second. But that grunt. Is it still up for grabs? No. Big retreat by Soin the first by Sock. First time in a long time. Anxiety, thank you for the sub. 79 month, you wonderful soul. And maybe after all, having Aura was the right call. But it came at a cost, like a big one. Looking at the Orc inventory, he probably hopes that he would have a Blade Master, but too late for that. We see invisibility once again, and we saw an Echo Isles what an invisible Archmage can do to expansions. MK tanky again, also smart. Important last hit. Bit of range damage with the flute, but here we go. Stormbolt level 1 to initiate. There's no speed scroll. Yeah, instant TP. Instant TP was necessary, but that is floodgates open for a push towards the Expo. This is what Sock wanted all along. Feeling confident, feeling strong. And can Soin get into position? Oh, Expo's at 55%. Yeah. And Sock with a tier 3 again. I love everything about Sock this series. This is almost like Rara Land all over again. What a difference a day can make. And not that the players are on the same level, but I've casted Hearthstone versus Tekko yesterday, and it looked super one-sided in the human direction, and then Tekko was playing against Grubby himself, and it was a whole different game with so much Orc aggression. And I think we can apply the same to Sock, Soin, and Starbuck in comparison. If you harass the human, he can't unfold his play. Mountain King. Staff of Silence! Well, now that's great, isn't it? There's already so much to dispel with Slow and Water Elementals. And then you have to put Silence on top while the human is on tier 3. 1200 gold? This is absurd. This is one base, 1200 gold. Soin, I'm sorry, Soin is gonna get terrorized. It is Twisted Meadows, though. How good are Soin's lames? This is the way he has to play. I don't think you can go for direct strikes anymore in direct fights. Where it's the Staff of Silence. It's not an item you find any day, so maybe not too used to that. We just subtract a little bit of mana. TC level 4, Farseer, not there yet. It's only Wolves, and Wolves can be taken over now that the tier 3 is out. Shockwave, Chain Lightning, good damage, but nothing the Priest can't heal or the Heal Scroll can't heal. Sobi Mask on the Mountain King as well. Heal Scroll gone. And Soin with a solid fight, draining some resources, and he is expanding again on the right-hand side. I don't know if it was the right call to stay there and fight, though. I think the building damage was exactly what he needed. Then go to the lab, level up. But he wanted to brawl. Yeah, town portal now, too late. Too late, too late, too late. And with that risky fight, like Sock saw, hey, you're not in an advantageous position. You see my heroes, I see your heroes. You see my army, I see yours. I am in a better spot than you. Why would you fight right now? There's only one reason. And that is an expansion's coming up and he wants to distract. Blood Mage third. Inner Fire. Control Magic. Yeah, I'm less and less a fan of Wolves 3. Obviously, there's a lot of better orcs in the chat. So, is Wolves on level 3 really necessary? Or should you go early Chain Lightning? Wolves are, of course, a lot of creep speed. But then I think you have to secure level 4. Get a couple of skeletons here via Orb of Darkness. Sock is lining up an attack. He's still very, very, very rich. Now you can't summon wolves anymore. Oh, you shouldn't summon wolves anymore. There's a breaker. He can... Ah! He did control it. Level 5 MK. No heal scroll on Soin. This dwarf is gonna terrorize everything. Speed scroll, but everything being clapped already. Stormbolt, Siphon, silence on the TC. Well done. Disengagement by Sock was brilliant. We have an AoE combo. Not too bad. But will that make a difference in the end? Absolutely not. Tier 3 human. No chance to compete against that. So this was certainly a bit weaker than what we've seen on map 2. Oh my god, dude. Ari with the 20 gift subs. The hype train conductor has arrived. And I see Mr. Vortex getting one of these subs. My dude, it's a pure joy to see you play whatever RTS is there. And it's wonderful that you're still watching this game. One of my favorite RTS players of all time, Vortex. One of my favorite supporters of all time in Ari. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, man. Lab creep, and now Soin's gotta do the damage. Water Elemental denied. There was a little bit of an opportunity to get big experience. Archmage in a little bit of trouble. We got the Devotion Aura as a drop. That is fantastic. And I think this creep jack was supposed to do a lot more. Was supposed to do a lot more. The Archmage damage is solid. But is it really that great? You gotta play more defensive and at least Soin delayed level 2 Archmage. Every single second that there's no Brilliance Aura is good for the Orc. But he couldn't get the last hit. He got 1 kill. But that's about it. Was that enough? Sock fleeing from wolves, knows they're still hungry. And Soin is taking the initiative. Soin is playing a very Starbuck-esque game here. Early pressure, early harass! 10 more gift subs, you guys are mental. Freedom for the... I don't know how many time. With 10 gifted subs. Freedom, you're one of our MVPs, my dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Perfect moment as well to throw them here in the early game, in the calm phases. Headhunter is coming more and more. Farsia level 2, Claws, very nice. But now Sock. Creeping up to level 3, get the remainders of the lab camp, moves to the left-hand side. The green spot next to his base is already taken away, but it was mega important for Soin to take the Sea Giant. Without that Sea Giant, Sok has definitely a harder time getting up to level 3. By the way, all the gift subs, 30 people protected from ads for the next month. That's a very social service that you're doing. Thank you. Lumber mill early. Ooh, Sok is low on lumber. Sok is super low on lumber. Due to the creeping, his entire game plan is based on this. A little bit too late to do anything against Boros before the TC, but Soin has to respond immediately. Went to the middle, got solid levels as well. Again, he goes wolves too. And the burrow falls. Maybe it's a good sign, because he lost the burrow on map 2 and then won the game. But this is a different game. Sok in full force cancels another tier 2 building. Burrows not looking good. And as long as the Archmage has mana and is running around and another water elemental can be summoned, these tier 2 buildings are in danger. How good are these wolves? 2 headhunters about to fall here. What is touching the defense footman? He can outmaneuver him with good micro and so on. Definitely showing that. So in that. But big win by Sok. He knew due to the lumber, due to the intensive militia creeping, that his lumber is low. His tier 2 buildings would be late. What's this macro, by the way? 900 gold. Now the double sanctum. There was certainly a delay on Sok's macro. And Soin wasn't really sure if it's maybe a mass airplay. Good that he got confirmation. But oh my, the Sok special with doubling down on the Araz, with the Beastmaster, with the bear. And Soin is still supply blocked. He's still supply blocked. He doesn't have any shaman. Is this the end of the road? Soin qualifying for BetBoom was already a bit of a surprise. Going into the tournament, he was the big underdog. And the humans are eliminating him here so far. Or dictating the game. Beastmaster got trapped, but it's 4 summons now in the base. And it's only Shockwave level 1. Disastrous situation for Soin, who is still supply blocked. Not good. Not good. All the Soin fans in the world, send your prayers. Send your energy. He needs a miracle like that! Chain Lightning, Shockwave, no TP. Alright, now we're talking. Again, a desperation move. Speed scroll, he wants that Beastmaster and he gets it! Double kill out of nowhere! This is exactly what he needed! Oh my, he was trailing XP the entire time. The Headhunters are both saved! My god, did this game just turn around? Are you for real? Sok with the massive blunder! Not expecting the spells there. Soin's back. And just like that, with a double kill, getting so close to the... Or he got level 4 for the important Chain Lightning 2. And the TC will get level 3 with the turtle. Woohoo! Chain Wave saved Soin's life. Now what? It is still dangerous, but the good thing for Soin now is a Beastmaster is obviously no Mountain King. A Mountain King will terrorize you later. Against Beastmaster, you just add more Shaman. No Stormbolt, no Clap, missing control. And Soin is getting better and better. The downside of the Beastmaster is he can harass upcoming expansions really well. Expansion's coming up for Sock, by the way. What a baller. Is this desperation or confidence? Losing 2 heroes, going for an expo? It's very juvenile. Ooh, it's another push towards the base. Soin was expecting a little bit of harass with the Shaman and Raider here, but not a full army. Soin had no TP, no speed scroll. Double Wand of Mana stealing, super sweet. But summon harass. Shades of Flyverse in feet from PGL, legendary game on Turtle Rock. But can the Orc heroes dictate the game now? Another Raider falls traded for a Footman, and some extra damage will definitely require a Ring of Regeneration. But this is so atypical for this matchup. The human having the Expo up while the Orc does not. The human harassing late into tier 2 while the Orc is not. Sock found a way back into this game by this super weird Expo play. And Soin is supply blocked again. He can't push up to 50. Got upgrades. Can invest into items, of course. 370 gold. Completely naked heroes on Sock. So Soin figured this out. Super important. And here's the push. Lightning Shield Raider. I love that play. TC can throw a million waves. And the heroes are amazing. I love this Raider. I love the chain wave. It's getting to game 5, isn't it? What is Sock going to do against this powerful Orc army? I don't think there is anything to do. Tome of Retraining. He has to be playing from a defensive position here, so the Blizzard is absolutely fantastic, if not interrupted. And since there's a low number of Raiders, it will not be interrupted. But you can't throw Blizzard if you're dead. And that is exactly what's happening here. Game is in the palm of Soin's hands. Level 5, so many hero kills. This is very likely to be another hero kill. Soin is striking back at the sight of relief. He knew how close he was to being eliminated. Concealed Hill can be a very different map with mass air in tier 3. But he chooses to go for an Archmage, no Mountain King, as Fortitude displayed yesterday. Chili con Bone, thank you for the sub. Rah rah rah. No laboratory creep by Sock. Playing it less greedy than before. And it's instant aggression. Can you deny level 2? No, you can't. Brilliance Aura is running this already an advantage by Sock towards game 4. Oh, Water Elementals, deny. Okay, definitely a better early game for Sock than we've seen before. Very early game, I'm talking. Wolf Harass was annoying. Every time you call Militia, this goes into lumber, and you need a lot of lumber for the tech and for what comes after the tech. So spamming wolves, harassing, be annoying, chip damage away, it's all you want. And prevent level 3. How long can you keep the aggression up? Archmage got Mantle and Ring. Very good for these exchanges.
Армию игрока атакуют.
And things calm down. Where are you going now, Sock? Idling a little in the main. Not truly active on the map. Soin is using that time. He's probably... What's he dealing with? Tech, Arcane, Footman, Farms. Ah, he's dealing with wolves. Okay. So off for the green spot. Soin is taking the shop away. Seems to have a very clear game plan here, Soin.
Армию игрока атакуют.
But so does Sock. And it is a level 2 aggression play. With defend. Once again a lumber mill against all the militia moves, and the shop is gone. Doesn't necessarily need it. There's not much damage on the Farseer, but it would have been nice for speed scroll clarity. Soin's repairs are really on point. Love it. And away we go. Can he deal with the level 1 water elementals? At the moment, no pressure on the burrow anymore. Great peon saves. Keeps the economy intact. Gets the TC out. Is Soin... Soin feels like he's in the zone. These moves... Another peon save right there. This Soccer did pretty much nothing outside of mining time. And mining time is still important. And delaying tier 2 buildings is still important. But these are great saves. Using the headhunters to throw the spears on the archmage, as it's essentially useless against footmen. Yep. Little micro mistake, but fixes it eventually. TC with aura. Save on the headhunter. Guys, I think Soin is performing better than Sock now. Did map 4 break him? This was very unsuccessful. Damn defense. And Soin has low lumber now, but he's already producing Beastery, Spirit Lodge, and Shop. So mana is an issue. Oh, he catches the Archmage again who had no mana. Gigantic defense by Soin. So Soin is fine. He would love to have a clarity now, but he has that replenishment potion, so it's good. And there's another Archmage defense. Yep. So, catching quite a few hits. Tempting to go Stomp now. Very tempting. He's not falling for it though. He's holding the skill points until he really knows what he's up against. Against Rifle, Stomp, against Masscaster, Wave. So he's gonna figure that out soon. Mountain King starts to level, TC starts to level, close to level 3 Farseer. This is the best early game by Soin so far, isn't it? Even the maps that Soin won, he didn't have as much of a stable early game that he got now. Now it's up to Sock to turn this around. Show the world that he got a comeback hit mentality as well. First round elimination would be disastrous for Sock. Mountain King is here. Can't prevent the last hit. Level 3 on the Farseer. So good now. Weird position. Wolves 2 again. Militia in the middle. Early fight. Level 3 TC. So much damage. He has to deal with the Mountain King, but that's only level 2. Heal scroll by Soin as well. Is it the time to fight already? There's so much more shockwave. He wants to be careful. Don't overcommit. You can always be storm bolted surrounded. There's the TP. There's the heal scroll. Can he fight out? He's going for the Mountain King. This could be the game right here. Info potion TP. Clap out. Both had a safety mechanism to keep their heroes alive. And with that, Sock can stay on the map. Well, Soin has to lick his wounds, but he's rich. 700 gold. High focus. Sock needs another farm. No consumables anymore. And he's playing defensive now. He needs the level. Sock doesn't have a single level 3 at the 10-minute mark. It is a very problematic game for the second best human in the world. And Soin feels comfortable. An items carry now. Loshek, thank you for the 8 month. I don't think many people expected a Soin win here in the lower bracket.
Атакуют.
We do have level 3s though. Is this a game where you go Brilliance Aura 2? I think it is. Vamp Aura. One for the shop. Mega tanky TC, by the way. How are you killing this guy? 1300 HP, 8.5 armor. What a beast. What a beast. Mountain King mega tanky as well. Finds the Sobi mask now. Both can be happy with this outcome. Expo by Soin is at 50% without a fight. That's how passive Sock is right now. Soin posturing up defensively around the Expo, still creeping, always staying active. And he got the crucial levels for the next fight. 4-4 online, heal scroll online. Love the Witch Doctor play. On a map like this, you can cover the 2 lanes and the middle of the 3 lanes with Watcher wards for a long time. Now the scout. Sock is supply blocked for a bit. Far away from it. Big mana potion! Big mana potion is the item he needed. Invis Footman saw the expo. It's up now. Soin wants to go higher into supply and Sock calls for the push. Is he ready? Consumables are amazing. Small mana potion on the Farsi as well. Better levels for Soin, but that Mountain King is not to be underestimated. He has the Watcher Ward! The Watcher Ward gives all the information away. Purge on the MK, so that invisibility is gone. Is this the fight for the lower bracket round 2? The fight for survival. Big damage done. Shockwave. Chain Lightning comes in. Same for... Oh, nice Dispel against the Lightning Shield. Exactly what he needed. Heal Scroll saves the Grunt. Here comes the AoE combo again. The Dispels by Sock are quick, but it's so much mana drained from Priest that you need for healing. Supply in favor of Soin. Levels in favor of Soin. He is blasting through the mana. TC has no Shockwave anymore after this one. Oh, he passed the potion to the TC to have Shockwave over Chain Lightning. Kodo falls, but the supply gap is narrowing here. Needs more macro, needs the reinforcement. Sock is positioning in a way that he has a massive clap into the back line and could go for shop control if he needed. Is he fighting his way out? So many losses though. Raiders falling. 10 supply lead established, but the last elements of the fight always belong to the human. This is nerve-wracking. Tidehunters, Concealed Hill, both so close. Another Kodo for supply. Can he save that one? Not forever, but that put the Archmage a bit out of position. Where's the follow-up Ensnare? Maybe used it before, after the Purge. We're waiting for another Shockwave here. We're seconds away, but the Breakers tried to prevent it with a little bit of Focus Fire. Stormbolt. There's no way he can kill that TC. There's no way he can kill that Bull. Who macros better? I adore the shop by Sock. This gives him the mana advantage. Another mana potion consumed immediately on top of that Sobi mask. We had a lot of wards here in the fight. The invisibility doesn't do much, but Soin is falling apart against the sustain of Sock. Brilliance Aura, Sobi mask, access to the shop. Imagine Soin put the shop up. The shop might win the game. The shop might win the game. Oh, Soin. How do you recover now? He's still ahead in supply, but he also has a few more workers. No heal scrolls no more, and that's the shop control. One heal scroll up for grabs, and Sock gets it. The fighting spirit in Sock, can you believe it? If you're Soin now, you gotta brush this off, you gotta forget about that fight. Defense. Defense, defense, defense. In the long run, the Expo will carry you to victory. Mana's good. Will the Raider connect? He's trying to. Stormbolt to stop the heroes. These summons are a lot of XP, of course. Where are the shockwaves and the chain lightning? Solid. Shield scroll gone immediately. Not too many consumables anymore. The last fight was a Mountain King with a big mana potion, mind you. This time it's only a small one. Slow everywhere. Again, he's focusing so much on the bull. So much HP. Shockwave landing, chain lightning follow-up. Again, this is like 2,000 damage every single time. And snares are landing. I love the army composition by Soin. Always a good mix of Raider, Grunts, Headhunter, Shaman. But these Raiders are trapped for a second. Only one falls. Not too bad! Level 3! On the chain lightning, on the shockwave, inches away, Mountain King surrounded. He has a mana potion, but can he fight out? He needs the clap that's on cooldown. MK has a potion. One last. Archmage brought that to him. Shockwave, Town Portal Pass. Sock survives, but what a sight of relief. Archmage almost falls. And now it's time to get rid of that damn shop. And Soin is far, far, far ahead. He didn't crumble after the one botched fight. Sock, of course, with the double tap TP is locked in his base. This is more wasted time. This is more time for Soin to recover. He's going to the fountain. And he got that game. He got that game. The composure by Soin. Sock needs a comeback like Soin had on game 4. But can he do it? Level 5 MK is right around the corner. Level 5 Farseer is right around the corner. This army is looking outstanding now. Full health Orc army. Archmage is still recovering mana. Army set up. There's the flank. MK again. 2/3. TC marching forward. Shockwave misses. Great dodge by Sock. This is an engagement as you want it, but the end snare is pinning down the breakers, taking them away immediately. Level 5 on the Farseer. Chain lightning. It's gotta be. The shockwave hits a lot better, and the chain lightning follow up. These castles are falling apart. The Mountain King again in the middle of it all. Sock. This is elimination. And Soin advances to the lower bracket round 2. He surprised us all in the qualifier. Nobody had him on the mind. But here he is against the match points, against elimination. One hero focus to keep him in the game. The revenge for the show match 10 days ago, but on a much, much, much bigger stage. So, and that was a miracle. And he stays alive. 1-2-0 or Law Lion next in his path.